He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is.
Welcome once again. It's the third game for the night and we are in for a cracking contest here because it's an El Clasico of sorts. Muscat Thunderers taking on Yalla Shabab Giants. And we have Pranav Mehta with the two captains for the all-important toss.
Time to flip a coin here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Oman D10, day 6, and Yalla Shababs are looking to lock ties with Muscat Thunderers. Alongside me, the captain Sai for Yalla Shabab, Sandy for Muscat Thunderers, and Gaurav, the match official, to just make sure that the proceedings are right. Sai, flip the coin. Conjure is the call. Very reactive. Sandy, make sure it steals. So, Sai, toss on your side. What would you like to do and why?
So we're going to bat first. It's a new wicket, so it will be good to bat initially. And we have a strong unit also while we are batting first. So we're going to bat first, sir.
What's the number on your mind? Part A, B, changes.
We are looking for 100 to 120 on board. And Amir Hamza comes in place of Mujibur.
Tell us about that match that is going to be happening tomorrow. Whom are you supporting? You're supporting Oman, right?
Yeah, 100% we are supporting Oman only. Always Oman. Yeah.
Just wanted to throw a googly at you. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Sandy, toss not on your side. They're going to be batting first. What would you have done?
Yeah, actually we also wanted to bat first, but sort of format it doesn't matter.
And they are looking for 100, 120. Do you think that it's going to be a low-scoring encounter?
I feel we have the strong bowling in this tournament, so maybe under 80 we will restrict them.
Any changes in the side?
We have Swapnil coming in place of Anurag, I think. Yeah.
Good luck then.
Thank you.
News from the sidelines is that Yalla Shabab have won the toss and they're going to be putting a little bit of runs on board.
Well, and should prove to be a right decision if they manage to not only get a little runs, definitely a lot of runs on their mind at the moment. Captain Sai certainly wanted 100, 120, and for that they'll have to get off to a great start. And when that is needed, you have Zohaib Amanat and Hasnainul Wahab right at the top of the order, and they certainly know a thing or two about aggressive hitting. Mufaddal Paniariwala, man of the match a few nights ago, and he is an excellent striker of the ball as well. Sai Shiv Narayan, captain. Sanju Sajeev will always be effective anywhere, anytime. Mohammad Sami, and he is a live wire behind the stumps. Rishabh Shivadas Gupta, and he is that youngster who is looking to make inroads and looking to make a mark in the side. Abdul Khalik with the ball is dangerous. Jay Odedra has all that experience. Amir Hamza has made picking up man of the matches awards a habit. Umair Shakil is a champion bowler with the new ball. As far as Muscat Thunderers are concerned, Aman Khan got a few runs behind his back, and Soumya Sampat is a very, very decent and attractive looking young player. Pranav Atavale, man behind the stumps for Muscat Thunderers. Rana Naeem is a very decent bat as well, top of the order. Sandeep Gaud, and then you have Munis Ansari, the usual suspects. Jay Chaugule, Ganesh Chandrasekhar and Jay Chelavada rounding up that 11 for Muscat Thunderers. First ball by Munis Ansari, and straight away on the mark. Joining me in the comm box going to be Jamil Zaidi.
Thank you, Amin. It's going to be a cracker of the game between Thunderers and Yalla Shabab. To me, Yalla Shabab looks to be slightly better than Muscat Thunderers in all respect we're talking about.
Looking to charge down the track. Not able to connect well. And normally Zohaib Amanat, a very, very prolific striker of the ball and looks to play proper cricketing shots. And very unusual to see him, just clobber one towards the offside or towards the leg side by charging down the track.
But according to the ball being bowled to him, of course, he cannot pull that toward mid wicket because ball coming on to the offside, slightly full toss. But of course, the two are really champion batters.
Oh, some runs here. Oh no, it's going to be a wide. I certainly thought that he's got it fine enough, but then there was no bat involved. Immediately, umpire spreads his arms for signalling a wide. Munis Ansari will have to re-bowl that.
If Yalla Shabab managed to get runs, as has been indicated by their captain, 110, 120, definitely it will be a very, very, very good total to defend.
Once again, straying down that leg side. Free runs here at the moment. They've gotten off the mark, but nothing with the bat as of yet. A very important game for Yalla Shabab Giants in the whole scheme of things. They win over here and then they have certainly cemented their spot in that top three. If they lose, everything goes down to the wire tomorrow when they meet Bravehearts 11, because Bravehearts 11 has 3 games to go.
Yeah.
And if they manage to win a couple of both the games, courtesy that tie with the Muscat Thunderers, they seem to be in a spot to create an upset. Outside chance, but nevertheless, it's a chance. This time, looking to hoik towards the mid-wicket, will grab a single. Looking frustrated at the moment, Zoeb Amanat. Ball not coming onto the bat as much nicely as he would have wanted.
That's Munis Ansari, the veteran stalwart from Muscat Thunderers. All the experience behind him. Trying to bowl within the block hole. That's the right thing to do. His slinging action to swing it this way or that way, it will always go wayward.
Oh, good ball. Looks to take a good slice at it. Hasnainul Wahab. All he does is managing to bunt it towards third man. So only a single. So some runs here of the first over. A couple of deliveries remaining though.
Good tidy over so far from Munis Ansari. Normally when these two batters, Zohaib Amanat and Hasnainul Wahab there, at least first over got about 10 to 12 runs with their blistering knocks.
Oh, wayward. Looking to take that single, won't get any extra runs of it. But at the moment, umpire Hari will only spread his arms and say it's a wide. Plenty of exercise here for umpire Hari, and thing makes me jog back to my school days when he was a PE sir for us. He used to teach sports. A very, very effective coach in basketball, umpire Hari.
His height definitely looks like he's a basketball coach.
Oh, this one's another wide. All that's left for umpire Hari is to start doing his jumping jack routines now.
Courtesy to Munis Ansari. Very, very passionate umpire Hari Krishan is. When I used to walk in Wadi Kabir, he always walking with me toward those Bostan hotel around. Even the normal day I'm talking about, off the schools, but he is a very passionate umpire, keeping himself fit all the time.
Finally gets a little bit of bat on the ball, and Zoeb Amanat will probably get a couple of runs to his name, and finally a good strike off the bat.
And finally it came with the middle of the bat. Not a boundary, but at least 2 runs.
And that's the way to go about it, because you've got some help from the bowler as well, courtesy extras. And then just ticking along for singles, and all of a sudden that first over becomes so effective. 8 runs of that first over. And they wouldn't be complaining. Munis Ansari. This time on the mark, but worked away deftly towards the leg side. Looking for the second, won't get it. Zoeb Amanat will keep strike. A decent over for Yalla Shababs in the whole scheme of things. 9 for no loss after 1. From one end, Munus Ansari. From the other end, Jay Chelavera, left arm. So, plenty of variety in this bowling attack for Muscat Thunderers. Takes a wild swing. That hint of away swing has probably left Zoeb Amanat gasping for air.
Jay Chelaved is a very, very good left arm, medium, rather fast bowler. His intention is always for the left-hander, he tried to bowl them outside the off stump. And for the right-hander, he tried to bowl in swingers. So that is a quality of a bowler who has played so much cricket and he will be successful getting so many wickets in this tournament.
Yeah, has that natural tendency to move away. Finally some runs. This is high up in the air, but a fielder interested. And no, he's not going to get it. It's going to be as much as 6 runs here. So just tuning in at the moment, Zoeb Amanat into this innings. He was uncharacteristically very, very quiet in the first.
Like them right in the slot, played brilliantly from the middle of the bat to the long on boundary for the first maximum. He never kept quiet, keep the runs scoring. It's a slight, I think, error from the fielder.
This one's gone down. He had it on full stretch. The fielder, I believe, could be the youngster Soumya Sampath. Yes, it is. He was at full stretch and unable to latch on to this one. Can be a very, very crucial moment here in this game because Zoeb Amanat is somebody you want to see the back of as a fielding side.
That was a very good delivery from Jay Chelaveda. Moving outside the off stump. But those chances are really need to be grabbed. Though it's difficult, what makes the things difficult for the other team.
Full and that in swinger towards the right hander. Very, very lethal option here with Jay Chelaveda. And he's finding some purchase out there in the whole mix of things, you know. So he's getting those away swingers, he's getting those in swingers to the right handers, and the ball is doing something. We noticed that in the previous game with the pace bowlers, and now with the more prominent and the premier pace bowlers get in action, you realize the whole potential of how you're supposed to be bowling here. This one's another swing and a miss by Zoeb Amanat. He's struggling out there tonight. Usually very, very quick off the blocks.
Well, I think some movement is coming off the wicket as well. And of course, also himself trying to move in there as well. The weather is also supporting. It's a better evening now. We have nowadays.
Still in the hunt. Muscat Thunderers, they're chasing a wicket at the moment. Shot, and he hasn't been able to get bat on ball as nicely as he would have liked. This is turning out to be a more than decent start from Muscat Thunderers, but then for Yalla Shabab Giants, they wouldn't be complaining. No wickets down for 17 after 2. One of the more impressive finds of Oman D10 so far. Jay Chogule has been introduced into the attack, so only a over each for Munis Ansari and Jay Chelaveda looks like. And Jay Chogule has been impressive. He's got a wonderful straight arm action, comes from very high owing to the tall presence he has out there, and very nippy off the deck as well. Can he manage to get a swing? Because that's something I have not seen from Jay Chogule as of yet.
Right outside the field setup for Jay Chogule. He is absolutely a very, very brilliant bowler, an intelligent bowler as well.
Yeah, just keeping it away from the left-hander, moving across. Still no swing, so probably it's a natural ability that Jay Chelaveda has in his delivery that Jay Chogule is not able to produce at the moment. Still a good deck at the moment, because if you can hit or pitch the ball hard, you can get some purchase. You've seen that in the previous game as well. Jay Chogule, and if you would be following him on Instagram, you would see him delivering to the likes of Sachin Tendulkar, Robin Uthappa. Oh, this one's dispatched. No swing here for Jay Chogule, and Zoeb Amanat must have done some damage to that car that was going past. And he's literally dispatched that out of the ground. And what a strike this one by Zoeb Amanat, the left-hander.
He is such a class batter. How nicely clubbed that one on the middle of the bat to the road outside the stadium.
Oh, that was close. That was close. Did it hit the car? I'm very, very curious to know.
Well, I think perhaps the longest six we have seen today. Almost fall on the ground, I believe. But your presumption that car might be saved or hit, that will be another part.
Oh, they've managed to get the ball back from the place, and there's nobody waiting to complain about that shot. So I'm pretty sure there is nothing to do with the car out there. But that was absolutely clobbered towards the leg side. Zoeb Amanat struggling in the first couple of overs, and now getting very, very comfortable. And he continues. This one's even longer and straighter and higher. What a strike here from Zoeb Amanat. And he's going to be absolutely happy.
Absolutely happy, of course. Someone who's hitting mighty sixes must be happy for the shots he has. Look at that one. How nicely once again he picked it up outside the off stump towards the practice pitches. So two successive mighty sixes from Zoeb Amanat. And a very, very good over for Yalla Shabab.
Oh yes, what a great strike here by Zoeb Amanat. Two back-to-back sixes, and all of a sudden this tournament has been lit up because Zoeb Amanat is looking very, very lethal. Have a look at that. Just a few deliveries ago, they were sitting a few steps up ahead. That's Chaitanya Ji Kimji, and then along with him, of course, Shiv and Vinu. And they are probably the team principals here, Chaitanya Bhai. Oh, and he's putting up a show here. Zoeb Amanat, three back-to-back sixes. And those couple of team principals are going to be very impressed by the powerful striking here from Zoeb Amanat.
Absolute power play by Zoeb Amanat. Absolute power play. Look at that one. Once again, clobbered outside the off stump right from the middle of the bat. That's the good thing. Perfect timings. And longest sixes, all three.
I don't agree with the term clobbered, because all three sixes were absolute class. They were not slog shots. They were proper cricketing shots towards the leg side, and one straight down the ground. And again, once again, the third one also towards the deep mid-wicket region. So great strike.
The last one was clobbered from outside the off stump. Can see the highlight.
He's going for the fourth one. I'm not going to get it, but I think 3 is the charm here for Zoe Bamana. Jay Chogule will be looking worried at the moment after this third over. It's 36 for no loss here, Yalla Shabab Giants. Deciding to bring back one of their more impressive bowlers from that first 3 over. Jay Chelaveda has conceded 1 run less than Yunus Ansari, so he deserves to be bowled out at the moment because it's very important to keep the YSG batters quiet at the moment. A hint of swing, and that's probably something got to do with Jay Chelaveda because has that natural tendency to swing the ball.
More important to get the wicket of any of these two, especially Zoe Amanat, who looks to be, of course, in a really dangerous mood. 3 mighty sixes, all longest sixes, plus 70 meters.
Yes, Zoe Amanat once again picked it outside the off stump. Ball is moving with some fair bit of pace. Ganesh Chandrasekhar will ensure it's only a single. And that's the beauty of this game, isn't it? You just have those 3 deliveries that have been tonked for sixes, and all of a sudden the momentum shifts. And then when you have a very quiet over or another 3 deliveries where there are no runs, all of a sudden the momentum shifts back to the bowling side. And this constant shift just makes this game so very interesting. Now Hasnainul Wahab looks to throw in the kitchen sink, only going to be managing a single. But it's going to be very difficult to do all of this against Jay Chelaveda. First of all, he's bowling at the nagging pace, and then that swing makes it interesting.
It's a good move from the captain of Muscat Thunderers. So far, so good. He has not given much runs and containing both the batsers. Still, I think 3 legal deliveries to go after this. Rather with this delivery as well. So how he's going to face that is the thing to know. He's a powerful hitter. Not power, but his timings.
Field spread out, well spread out at the moment. And they'll be banking on Jay Chelaveda to provide that change of pace so that he can probably produce a miscued shot. And that's what he's been doing, and that's why Jay Chelaveda is so effective. That change of pace, keeping it out of the hitting arc, and Zoe Amanat misses it straight away. The same delivery from Jay Chogule. Because of that extra pace, he's managing to dislodge or just disrupt the entire momentum.
Actually, there's no movement from Jay Chogule's bowling. He's moving the ball in the air. After tipping on the wicket, it moves a bit offside the off stump, not giving chance to the batter unless they have got timing, which he has in the last 3 sixes.
This time he's crunched it towards the offside, and never a fielder there, especially at this stage, because they're also concerned about the shots, those attractive shots that Zoe Amanat plays, front of the wicket. That cut shot bringing him some more runs.
First bad delivery from Jay Chelaveda. Otherwise, he bowls superbly.
And good that you mentioned that first bat delivery, and immediately you can see Zoe Amanat has dispatched that for a boundary, so you can imagine the kind of zone he has gotten into at the moment in this innings. Jay Chelaveda will look to keep him quiet. Yes, and then after that boundary, now a single. This is good cricket. What a decent over Jay Chelaveda has got for the Muscat Thunderers. Yes, a boundary of it, but then the rest of the over managed to keep the onslaught to a minimum. It's 4 overs gone, 44 for no loss, YSG. Seems like all the exercises have been reserved by umpire Hari, because now he is going to be signaling that mandatory power play, and that only means that Munis Ansari will be back in action. Floating power play in action at the moment. Batting team opting and realizing that now that Zoeb Amanat is in the zone, so probably a good idea to have him face maximum deliveries in that period where they can get that advantage of the lesser number of fielders outside the circle.
And rightly so, because they know that Zohair Amanat is in great form. He can take maximum advantage of this power play over, get some run 10-12 in this over. So their purpose will be served to get runs in this particular over.
Plenty of adjustments here. Look at that packed offside field at the moment. You've got gully, you've got backward point, you've got point, you've got somebody at short covers, you've got mid-off right inside the circle, and the rest of the fielders on the leg side at the boundaries. And what Munis Ansari does is to deliver that away, moving away from the left-hander. So some mind games now from the bowlers.
One thing, I think he can bowl better to left-handers rather than right-handers, because his slinging action more help him to bowl with the left-handers, trying to bowl in the block hole or even going out swingers for the left-handers. The first one he bowled very nicely, but again, rest of the 5 how is going to bowl, that's the question.
Yeah, he's certainly aiming for the block hole now. Oh yes, that's what he does. It's in the air. And he's managed to clear that infield, probably the only place on the leg side where there is no fielder. That's what Zoeb Amanat looks to target, and he's going to get a good result as well.
Very difficult for to contain this man when he's in full cry. Zoeb Amanat. They do have only lone person at the deep mid-wicket body right on the fence, and the fine leg, square leg is also coming into the circle.
He'll still have to keep it around that off-stump line if he needs to be effective here, Munis Ansari. This time towards the offside, and it's going to be a maximum to the name of Zoeb Amanat. We are witnessing an onslaught here from the stylish left-hander. What a strike, realizing that Munis Ansari is looking to keep it away from him, immediately shuffles towards that delivery and raises it above the infield.
Well, absolutely spectacular knock from Zoeb Amanat. As we're talking about Munis Ansari bowling outside the off stump. And there is no cover, if you see on the offside, no sweeper cover there. It came nicely onto the bat for the maximum. He quickly reached on to 45. What a quick fire batting from him.
Yeah, this is decent striking here from Zoeb Amanat. 10 runs already from the over. It's the floating power play. They have opted to take the floating power play, and now they want to make full use of it. And Zoeb Amanat is the right person. Oh, this one's huge shot here from Zoeb Amanat. Targeting the leg side once again. It's quite a bit of exercise for Hari, and his arms are going to be sore. Bringing up his 50 in style, Zoeb Amanat, with a maximum.
What a magnificent hit, and what a magnificent way to complete half century. It's raining of sixes from Zohair Amanat, and all going more than 70-80 meters distance.
Certainly come out to play in some sort of a mood at the moment. Dealing in boundaries, and most important, mostly those boundaries are sixes. Munis Ansari's floating power play is at the moment being dispatched all around the ground by Zoeb Amanat. He's not going to be happy after tonight. It's his second over. It will be his last over of the spell. No more bowling for Munis Ansari, and this is not what he wants to his night to end in. It's a weekend night. It's a Thursday night, and this will be playing on his mind all weekend.
Well, of course, it's all out part of the game. And Zohaib Amanat will be one happy person sleeping. Oh, how many maximum I hit. And all of them, superb shot from him.
This one's got to be a short ball. And this one's got to be a short ball aiming at his body. No, he decides to go full. This time down the ground. Oh, yes, mid of inaction. So finally, some quiet period, courtesy that dot ball. You can see Hasnainul Wahab telling him to calm down and wait, because I think the way he's striking, he's in for a big innings at the moment. Started off very slowly with quite a few dot balls strung together, just a single, some miscued shots, and now completely taking apart the bowling attack.
On the other hand, Hasnainul Wahab is playing a very sedate role, just giving him a strike as much as he can.
Oh, in the air towards the leg side, and another boundary. When is this over going to end for Yunus Ansari? Because 20 runs have already come from this over. End of the 5 overs, the halfway stage, end of the floating power play. He's played 25 balls of 30 deliveries in this innings so far and managed to score 55. What a great innings from Zohaib Amanat. Yalla Shabab Giants 64 for no loss.
Well, what a spectacular batting from Zohaib Amanat. And at this stage of game, where the sixes are raining, Mudassir joins in the com box. And this time, Hasnainul Wahab between the cow corner got a boundary. Welcome, Mudassir. What a way to come in.
Good evening, Jamil Bhai, and the firecrackers are on here. Oman Cricket Academy. It's Yalla Shabab batters who are dominating, especially the way Zohaib Amanat, he got those runs. An unbeaten 50, still going great guns. Hasnainul Wahab fights a boundary against Chandra Shekhar. 13.16 is the run rate as of now.
Just, I can't believe the batting he's doing. I mean, something dream sort of batting he's doing. Earlier, 1 or 2 hours, he was not at all comfortable, but after that, he smashed everything to the maximum. Once again, this time, this is Hasnainul Wahab who is taking the cue. Another mighty towards the long on.
Clean hitting continues, and gentlemen are enjoying this contest between these two sides, because Hasnainul Wahab, he joins the party. Started the over with a boundary. Now flick of the wrist, beautifully timed, deliberately played in the air, and with ease cleared the 65-meter boundary. Score moves to 74. His trouble times continues for Muscat Thunderers here.
Just 5.2 overs, 74 runs. Absolutely a dream start for Yalla Shabab. This is outside the off stump and declared wide. But what a magnificent hits by Zohaib Amanat. And now Hasnainul Wahab taking cue from him. Maybe waiting for him to get his 50 and then will start himself.
Oh, this is how this pair adds runs. Fearless cricket, aggressive batting. That is the style of Hasnainul Wahab and Zohaib Amanat.
Another one in the slot, in the air, and out of the park goes Hasnul Wahab. Another maximum. Floodgates are open here at Oman Cricket Academy.
No respite for the bowlers, and of course the owners of Yalla Shabab must be very, very happy to see such an onslaught from both the batter. This time, how nicely picked, effortless, towards the mid-wicket boundary for the maximum.
It's kind of a storm here. Oman Cricket Academy under the lights. The clean hitting we are witnessing from these two talented batters of Yalla Shabab.
Nicely placed, open the face of the bat to the sweeper cover. The excellent cricket from both the batters.
And technically very sound. That is the beauty of these two batters. It's clean hitting and timing has been superb. We have seen some mighty sixes from the blade of Zohaib Amanat. Very strong towards the leg side. One of the longest of the tournament so far.
I think it's very, 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 very long sixes we have seen from him. One was hit by, Obada, but I think today's one which Zohaib Amanat hit, it went to the ground almost, rather on the road. A car passed by, luckily not been hit by ball.
I like the way our fellow commentators are active. Straight away a voice came. It's Ubada who got that longest six so far in this tournament. Was straight over the comb box. (17, 18 runs so far. Another delivery left. Hasnul Wahab having a piece of advice. He's asking him to just calm down. They are enjoying each other's company.
That's the right thing to do so. I think this is, to me, one of the most prolific opening pair of all these 6-7 teams we are playing in this tournament. Just open the face of the bat once again and got a single. So end of over number 6. It is 83 for no wicket, Yalla Shabab.
Six overs 83. Siddharth Bukapatnam has been introduced. Lucky enough playing away from the body inside edge towards that fine leg region. A change in the voice in the com box. This is Pranav Mehta who joins me for the next 4 overs. A superb batting display by these two young guns of Yalla Shabab.
Thank you so much, Mudipa. A very good evening to all of you all around the world. Certainly, what a display. I was mocking the captains at the toss, saying just 100 and 110 because I was expecting a game of 70 and 80. Two champion sides. And look what they have done. What an incredible strike. Not really. The wicket comes into the picture. And immediately the first wicket for Yalla Shabab Giants fall as we walk into the com box.
The experience of Siddharth Bukapatnam. Is it too late? He has been introduced. The 7th over straight away strikes. What an excellent catch, Pranav. He adjusted quite well, running towards his left side and keeping his balance. A good catch under pressure taken by the fielder, Jay Chogle. An entertaining knock of Hasnul Wahab comes to an end. First wicket at last goes down for Yalla Shabab Giants.
Finally, Siddharth Mukherjee bringing in some mercy. Wonder for how long is that going to be in the equation? Because with just 21 deliveries remaining in this innings, they would be wanting more. This is the reason. Bowling out of the arc of Hasnain and wonderfully taken on the boundary, using his height to his advantage. Do not forget that probably I think it was Soumya Sampat who had an opportunity earlier in the innings. Oh my goodness gracious me. What a talent. What an incredible striker of the ball. Zohaib Amanat, take a bow. Unbelievable striking from Zohaib Amanat.
As if he's having a practice session here. Look at that, how quickly he adjusted. Slight shuffle towards that off-stick channel. Going down on one knee, and what a connection. Beautifully managed. It's raining sixes thanks to Zohaib Amanat. 63 of 29 balls.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
It's 91 for the loss of one. So far a decent over. From Siddharth Mukherjee, the other bowlers going for plenty of runs. But still that run rate is around 13.65.
Looking to get his field right at the moment is Siddharth Mukherjee. Very straight, long off. Trying to give a little bit of room. Oh, and a little bit of misfield. Dew is on effect. He's taken a brilliant catch. And now, probably a sad situation for Jai Chogle.
Just overran this time Chogle, and rightly said, a heavy dew out there. And look at that, just slipping at the last minute. 4 runs for Zohaib Amanat and more runs for Yalla Shabab. 12 runs.
When runs are coming, runs are just pouring in. And that's the situation. Finally a dot ball. 12 runs from that over of Siddharth Mukherjee, and most importantly that wicket of Hasnain. 95 for the loss of 1 with 3 overs to spare. Ganesh Chandrasekhar, 19 of his first over, slog across the line, and Soumya Sampat able to clinch onto that one. He will celebrate, he will be pumped, but the only factor in his head will be that drop catch of Zohaib Amanat, who is still in the middle.
Known for timing the ball, not able to generate that power, not able to clear that 65-meter boundary towards that leg side. Not trying to hit it hard there, Ganesh, and what a catch under pressure by the young lad, Soumya Sampat, making no mistake. 2 quick wickets going down, 95 on board. Chandrasekhar strikes for the first time.
.95 for the loss of 2. Ganesh Chandrasekhar doing what he does best, picking up wickets towards the end and helping Muscat Thunderers to stay in the equation. Driven straight to long off for a single. Doing the right thing. You just want to keep Zohaib Amanat in the equation. He's done majority of the work. With just 16 balls to spare, you want majority of those deliveries to be played by Zohaib Amanat.
16, at least he needs to face 10 to 12 deliveries. The last 16 legal deliveries, all of a sudden shoulders are down.
Late card, delicate on this occasion, using the pace to his advantage. He's a quality, classic player, Zoeb Amanat. What a player. Under lights, shining and shining bright.
Oh, look at that, not trying to hit it hard. It was a full delivery. Just guiding past that short third. Super talented, Zoeb Amanat. 100 comes up for Yalla Shabab Giants with that 4 runs.
You wanted 100, 110. They already got there. Another lusty strike. Puts in a good effort. Not really. Puts in a poor effort. Soumya Sampath covers and lets this one go through. Hands on the hip already. They're feeling the heat.
Ordinary stuff. Not needed. On top of that, it was a ordinary delivery as well. Why you want to put that dive? You almost covered a lot of ground. But Chandrasekhar, he's not trying to bowl. He's not trying to hit the seam with the seam. Just trying to complete the over here. Looseners.
Oh, there's going to be no ball. It's going to be a no ball. Things are just not working for Muscat Thunderers at the moment. The ball pitching outside the wicket. And 5 free runs. They were already bleeding. And on top of that, taking a gunshot.
I do understand he's getting those runs quickly, but still you need to bowl those variations and trying to bowl that away from Zoeb. He bowled it away from the wicketkeeper as well. 5 runs. Testing Pranav Atavale with that delivery, but what matters are 5 runs for Yalla Shabab.
It's been a difficult outing for Muscat Thunderers. They need somebody to stand up. What an incredible strike. One of the toughest places to hit a 6. Over covers. There is protection in the deep. Does not matter because Zoeb Amanat is striking and striking really clean. It's a very happy dugout at the moment.
Even the bowler was surprised. Look at that. It was in the block hole. With ease. It's kind of a mini helicopter. But it landed out of the park. Keep on counting, says Zoeb Amanat. Moves into 80s.
Every run would be a thought process in the mind of Soumya. Single on the leg side. Eight overs done, 116 for the loss of 2. 12 deliveries to play. Zoeb Amanat is cruising here. Siddharth Prasad Bukapatnam bowled a decent over. Bowls wide. This one's gone high up in the air. Fielder probably not in the equation. The captain is distraught. The captain is devastated. There's nothing much that he can do. He's standing at long on, but all he can do is the ball sailing over him.
Not in a comfortable position. It was away from Zoeb Amanat, but clearly the night belongs to Zoeb Amanat. Even not a proper connection, but still he gets a maximum.
Goes for once more. This is high up in the air. Fielder underneath it. Jay, in some fashion, extended arms, is able to hold on to this one. What a wonderful knock by Zoeb Amanat, but that's going to be coming to an end because 88 of 37 is done by this one.
Not looking for that personal milestone. Siddharth Bukapatnam, he strikes one more time. And look at that. He knows the importance of this wicket, but the damage has been done by Zoeb Amanat, rightly applauded by his teammates. What a knock we have witnessed under the lights here at Oman Cricket Academy. Amanat managing 88 of just 38 balls is 122 for the loss of 3.
Certain appreciations from PC, from Tariq. They do realize Zoeb Amanat has changed this game in favour of Yalla Shabab Giants, and they'll start this second innings with their noses ahead. Mudiba, honestly, probably 122 too much for Yalla Shabab. With 10 deliveries to spare, certainly too much. Big appeal and it's given. Caught behind. Panyariwala will be distraught, will be devastated. Never a batter thinks that he's out. But he's going to be walking back.
He's not happy. It was way outside the off stump. And chasing that ball, and straight away there was an appeal from the wicket keeper, and the finger goes up. The back-to-back wickets for Siddharth Bukapatnam. Back-to-back wickets goes down for Yalla Shabab. Score still remains on 122.
Prasad Bukapatnam picks up his third. He's on a hat trick. Won't be able to get it. But he's done some decent damage to slow the process down.
A fight back. 123, another 8 deliveries left. Can they keep them below 140? That will give a chance to the batters of Muscat Thunderers, because the tracks looks quite good here.
Looks like a pretty fantastic flicked on the leg side. It's in the gap. It's travelling, and it's travelling really quick. Raining boundaries here at the Oman Cricket Academy. It's D10 and it's being dominated by Yalla Shabab Giants at the moment.
Played away from the body this time. Sanju Sajeev coming around the wicket. Was not in control, but huge gap between that long on and mid wicket, and finds the boundary.
With every additional run, they're probably taking the game away. Cut well for a single that will wind the over up. 128 for the loss of 4 with 6 balls to spare and 6 wickets in hand. Jai Chokle is going to be bowling the final over. Generally, if a bowler has conceded 19 runs in an over, rarely do they get a second opportunity. But they're trusting in the skills of Jai Chokle. Pulled straight to Soumya Sampat, who's had an ordinary night.
The first over, 3 maximums were scored by Zoe Manath against Chogle. It's a rare sight. Chogle going for plenty of runs.
This is where the test of premium players will come under the scanner. When you're talking about the likes of Jai Chogle, Aman Khan, Anurag Singh. Sliding down the leg, and we'll have to reload this one. They'll only know the quality of these players when they're going up against a champion side like Yalla Shabab Giants. Yes, against teams like Braveheart, teams like all the intermediate teams, they're always going to be shining and dominating. But when you're facing up against a champion side, that's when you will know the real quality of the player. Well bowled in the block hole. It's going to be a rare dot ball.
Somehow I agree with you, Pranav, rightly throughout this tournament. A young fast bowler and the other bowlers, they were not tested. Playing for the first time, Chogle here, but he bowled a couple of dot deliveries as well to Zoeb Amanat. Yes, 3 maximum back off length. It was the class of Zoeb Amanat, which took Chogle out of the park for thrice in that over. Table toppers versus at number 3 is Yalla Shabab for this match. On a strong and commanding position. It's 135 on board. Highest team total so far in D10?
Absolutely, by far one of the champion stuffs. I'm not talking about just these 3 lads. I'm talking about somebody like Mohammad Sami as well, who has rarely scored any runs in Oman here. He's been a brilliant wicket keeper. But with the bat, almost just ordinary. Looking to play the paddle. Connects decently. Monas Ansari takes a catch. I can't believe my eyes. What a wonderful catch. Running back, never too easy. And the vintage Monas Ansari, who is not known for his fielding through his life, takes a catch here.
Miyaji celebrates. Munis Ansari trying to be cheeky here. Not a proper connection. And look at that catch. Backpedaling. It has been ages since I saw Munis Ansari taking catch running backwards. But an excellent catch taken by Ansari. That is the end of Sanju Sajeev. Chogle strikes for the first time. It's 131 for the loss of 5.
Chogle. Charging in once more. A paddle. This time Monas Ansari is not able to be in the equation. It will go for a boundary, and a much needed boundary from the bat of Abdul Khalik.
Came in and straight away got 4 runs for his side. AK 47. Abdul Khalik. And look at that, yet again going for that Yorker, but this time no mistake by Khalik and keeping it away from Yunus Ansari. Were you expecting Yunus to put that dive towards his left side?
Oh, if he would have put in that dive, I would have left the comp box straight away, because I've seen Monas Ansari for probably a decade. I have never seen Monas Ansari this effective. And if he would have taken a diving catch here, even put in a diving effort, that would be respectable. Looking to throw in the kitchen sink. It's only going to be a single. They're going to be pushing for the second. This is going to be a run out. Oh, what wonderful running between the wickets. They're looking for the third as well. That's not going to be happening here. But brilliant running between the wickets allows them to get a couple of runs to wind that innings up. And that 2 runs sums up the entire efforts of Muscat Thunderers. That's exactly the kind of evening Muscat Thunderers have had. Dropping a catch of the Zoeb Amanat. And you are done and dusted.
That costed them plenty of runs. He was dropped early in his innings and he managed 88 in just 38 balls, 22 for Hassan al-Wahab. And Shaisif, Sanju and Mufaddal, they came in, they tried their best but not able to find those runs. Khalik getting 6 valuable runs in just a couple of deliveries, 2 runs for Sami and 11 extras leaked by the bowling unit. 137 for the loss of 5, managed by Yalla Shabab Giants, and Bowlers, they went for plenty of runs. Munis Ansari, 2 overs 29. J. Chelawara, he bowled quite well, 2 overs 16, wicketless. Chogle made a good comeback in his second over, going for 10 runs. Ganesh Chandrasekhan, quite expensive, 36. So was Siddharth Bukapatnam, but Bukapatnam was the bowler who put the brakes on the score. Bowled that 7th and 9th over and took 3 wickets.
It all started with Zoeb Amanat and a bang. It was an entertaining night for Zoeb Amanat. He struck and struck maximums at will. What incredible striking. The night sky, the dark night sky was shining bright under the lights. And that was all because of Zoeb Amanat and his striking. He was striking clean. It didn't matter who was the bowler. Monis Ansari, Jai Chogle. You name the bowler, he was killing them and killing them large. In came Hasnain ul Wahab. He struck a few as well. But it was a night for Hasnain ul Wahab. Zoeb Amanat was striking so clean that Hasnain ul Wahab could only enjoy from the other end. Wickets tumbled at the other end, did not matter, but Zoeb Amanat continued and continued well. Siddharth Prasad Bukapatnam was struck for a maximum, but then he did get that wicket of Zoeb Amanat, and which calmed the senses. Panyariwala not able to still impress and impress big. Trying to play a paddle, was caught by Monis Ansari, and then then the batter was taught how to play the paddle by Khalik. It does not matter how it ends, but it ends in style for Yalla Shabab Giants as they rock to a highest total of the Oman D10 2025. Can Muscat Thunderers put up a challenge? Can Muscat Thunderers chase this down? Not really sure. It's only going to be an answer across the break.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away, yes it is. timed that one well. Catches the call straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Hello and good evening. And what a game we are witnessing at the moment. It was an onslaught in that first innings for the Yalla Shabab Giants, and they are taking on the Muscat Thunderers, locking horns and certainly making a statement or two in that first innings after winning the toss. Zoe Bamanat, look at that score there. It's two fat ladies, 88 for the 38 ball effort. That is absolutely brilliant. Hasnanul Wahab, 22 of 10. Sai Shiv Narayan, Sanju Sajeev and Mufaddal Panyariwala didn't contribute much. And Mohammad Sami and Abdul Khalik also couldn't contribute as much as they would have liked. Although Abdul Khalik looked to hit big. As far as the bowling is concerned, Munis Ansari and Jai Chelavada probably got away from it. But then Jai Chogle picked up a wicket but was fairly expensive. Siddharth Prasad Bukapatnam 3 for 24, the only saving grace, and looking to stay out of the arc of the batters. Ganesh Chandrasekhar picked up a wicket as well. 138, and that's no mean feat in a 10 over game. They didn't lose too many wickets, and that was primarily because Zoe Bamanat and Hasnanul Wahab had done the damage early and done the damage big. On the other hand, Muscat Thunderers, and they know that their opening partnership has not looked as solid as they would have wanted it to. But it's huge responsibility for these two batters out there in the middle. Rana Naeem, and then joining him in the middle, he is going to be Aman Khan, joining me at the top of the order, or to kickstart proceedings, it's going to be Pranav Mehta.
Good evening, Amin. How are you doing today?
Oh, absolutely thrilling. Edged up and into the hands of a waiting Rishabh Gupta. It's going to be a couple of bounces before that happens. So first runs on the board for Muscat Thunderers.
Never a great place to feel that when your father is right behind you. A lot of pressure. Not sure if it's from in the ground or behind the ground.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, certainly the team principals, the owners, whatever way you put it, they're having a close look at the proceedings. And what a day for Zoe Bamanat and Hasnanul Wahab to join the party. Works away towards the onside, only a single.
What's going to be interesting is that if Muscat Thunderers are looking to fancy their chances against a mammoth 138, or else they would be more realistic and look to get as close to 138 and consider to safeguard their net run rate. It's been one of those nights for Muscat Thunderers to forget, and the problem is that two batters right at the top, both not amongst the runs, Aman Khan and Rana Naeem.
In the air, and it's going to be the first boundary for Muscat Thunderers. Aman Khan came good in the last game. He certainly looked to score very fluently, and that's what this D10 does to you. Once you get in form, it's very difficult to get you out of it.
This will help. This will certainly help. Scoring in line, giving a little bit of a width, and Aman Khan is happy to take the aerial route. It's been a busy Rishabh Gupta at third. Look at that. Look at that. Wonderful pictures. It's been overcast through the day. And at the moment, the moon has been playing some hide and seek.
Is it time for the werewolves?
Oh my
or do they require a full moon?
It requires a full moon.
Okay, all right. Right then, Umer Shakil pitches in short, and it's going to be some catching to do, but probably a bit too far away from the wicket-keeper and that waiting short fine leg.
Should have probably put in a dive at the least. Not sure if you would have still been able to make it, but it's always a great idea to put in the dive. You never know how good your reach is.
Yeah, we certainly saw Sami taking some high catches. He was given an extra bit of attention by the training squad. You could see Tariq and PC and everybody in that support squad put in a few extra time, overtime. This one's just going to be swing and a miss, not going to look pretty in the highlights package as well. Rana Naeem will have to come good.
Don't think it'll even make it to the highlights package because Rana Naeem has been at best mediocre with the bat. He needs to come strong, needs to come good. He's a big match player, lot of experience behind him, and that's what is required for Muscat Thunders at the moment.
Wonder where he disappears in the 20 over format.
Not really sure. He's just joined the team probably a little too late. Probably might have been busy with his other commitments around the world.
Oh, this
Big
one's
shot.
thumped, absolutely thumped towards deep mid wicket. It's going to be a boundary. And finally, all of a sudden, Muscat Thunderers are off to a flyer of a start.
Not a lot of dew, and all of a sudden the ball is skidding onto the bat. And that's where batters are able to play the shots really free, enjoying the track. Gets off to a flyer, 11 without losing a wicket. Muscat Thunderers are still in the equation. Amir Hamza comes in from the Oman LNG end.
Edged. And it's going to be some sort of an effort for Umair Shakil. Amir Hamza will have to certainly do a little bit of swinging here because you noticed Jai Chelavara in that first innings when he bowled those first couple of overs, he was very difficult to get away with because he was getting some swing in the air. But now, the moment you see the quick bowlers come and they don't have so much deviation off the deck, they can be taken apart for runs. And they'll have a keen and a very close eye on the proceedings here for Yalla Shabab Giants. Edged, and it's going to be some runs, more runs here for Rana Naeem. He's gotten a boundary in the previous over, and this time again he's going to continue with a boundary. So finally, some sort of intent here. Lucky runs, but runs nonetheless.
Absolutely. A little extra motivation for Yalla Shabab Giants as Chaitanya Kimji, the owner of Yalla Shabab Giants, is at the sidelines, and that's where probably Hamza is bending his back a little extra hard, but only finds that outer edge of Rana Naeem to the boundary. Always a great opportunity to perform in front of your owners.
This time towards the leg side, and another long chase for the fielder. They've been kept busy, the boundary riders. So a lot of balls going towards those boundaries, but they're not finding the other side of the boundary.
The difference between two sides is Zohaib Amanat and his innings of 88. Who can it be for Muscat Thunderers to play that kind of a knock? Because 5 of 10 and 7 of 4 is not going to be helping the cause. They need one of these players to go all guns blazing.
In the air, and that should be deposited on the other side of the boundary. It's going to be 6 for Aman Khan. So certainly getting the memo from the dressing room that you have to get going from ball number 1. It's a good maximum to have.
Timely. They're feeling the heat, they're feeling the pressure, using the pace of the bowler. And right across fine leg. So handy runs coming in for Aman Khan. He's been a player who's looked promising but hasn't had runs, hasn't had some big performances back asleep. And all of a sudden, Aman Khan is coming good.
13 of 5.
This time just a check shot here. And good comeback from Amir Hamza.
The only problem is that Aman Khan will be respectful. Whereas when you had Zoeb Amanat, once he started, he was just all guns blazing. All those long levers kept coming into play. Obviously, the factor is that he's got a lot of runs behind his back. There's a lot of confidence in it. And he's not fearing failure. Whereas when you're talking about Aman Khan, he was dropped from the side.
Oh, this one's towards the onside and straight into the hands of a waiting Abdul Khalik. And he doesn't drop too many. Very nimble fielder, this Hyderabadi lad. And Amir Hamza strikes.
He's going to be disappointed. Finally getting the opportunity right at the top. Not able to score big runs. Aman Khan, a promising talent from Mumbai, is going to be walking back to the dugout, and he will still have to wait to see the best of Aman Khan here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Sandeep Gaur promotes himself. They need a big innings from Sandeep Gaur, and that's exactly why he's walking in at number 3. Generally bats number 4, number 5. But today he knows they have a mountain to climb, and that's where he's right at the top. 2 overs done, 23 for 1.
It's going to be Umair Shakil. Gets a little bit of swing and immediately effective.
It's the floating power play. And that's the reason Umair Shakil is not able to hold on for too long. 23 for the loss of 1. They need to get somewhere close to 40, 45, maybe 50 at the end of this over. How can they get a big over here? Change of field. Deep mid-wicket comes into the circle. Third goes back. Square leg is at the boundary. So the idea is to bowl short to run an aim.
It's short and wide. And umpire says too wide to his liking. And immediately raises his arms.
With the age, Rana Naeem has lost his reflexes, the kind of reflexes he would have had in the younger age. And that's the reason the thinking Yalla Shabab Giants think tank opts for the short delivery. Not one of his strengths. He's a big hitter. But especially when the ball is pitched up to him. Can he counter this plan?
Full down the ground. They will look to take that quick single, but turned back. Rana Naeem probably not as quick as he used to be. And probably the right decision because he was running towards the danger end.
When you're anticipating the short delivery, the ball which is pitched up also becomes a little late. And that's what is happening with Rana Naeem at the moment. He's getting delayed. Not able to move his feet in time, and that's where the trouble is. Needs a boundary here. Needs a boundary out of desperation here.
Oh, you asked for a boundary. He's definitely looking to get a boundary. Have a look at that running between the wickets. They were desperate.
Almost a mix-up, and a direct hit could have been curtains for Sandeep Gaur here. He was looking at Rana Naeem if he will be able to make it. And in the process, he got late. But all said and done. All's well that ends well. Sandeep Gaur is on strike. 3 balls remaining in this over. Just a couple of runs. They need 3 maximums here.
Target not doing any favours at the moment for Muscat Thunderers. Oh, this one was absolutely peach of a delivery from Umair Shakil. And what 138, or rather chasing 138, does that with every passing dot ball, that difference between the required run rate and your current run rate is just going to start looking wider and wider.
It's 130 too many. Something around 100 is the comfort zone of Muscat Thunderers. They don't bat really deep. They're prominently lying on the services of 2 or 3 batters, and that's where 138 is way too many to get.
Just beating the bat time and again, Umair Shakil, and he's that sort of a bowler, just like the Muscat Thunderers' Jay Chelaveda, who's looking to swing the ball in the air, late swing, and probably does the batters absolutely no favors at the moment.
Certainly need a movement of magic from one of those players of Muscat Thunderers, because they've already used their most important weapon, that's the floating power play. And 3 overs, if you're just around 25 or maybe 30 run mark, you're in trouble.
Big shot down the ground, a fielder not there. It's going to be some good runs here, as many as 4 for Sandeep God. So God coming good on the last ball of this floating power play. 3 overs gone, 29 for 1. Muscat Thunderers. Have a look at that.
Struck straight through the line. And once it was travelling past the bowler, it's always going to be a boundary. 29 for the loss of 1 at the end of 3.
Looking to continue with the pace bowlers. Amir Hamza, he's picked up a wicket and he'll be looking to pick up more. Couple of bounces into the hands of Jai Odedra, and that change of pace will be absolutely lethal, because Amir Hamza is generally a very nippy bowler.
Yeah, he's just sticking to his basics, just bowling around the length area and keeping things tight. Run and aim. 11 of 9 deliveries is not helping the cause at the moment. He needs to get going, and he needs to get going right now. Rather, he needs to get going as of yesterday.
Looks to take a wild swing, run and aim. And that's not going to help, because we did notice Zoeb Amanat also very late, to get off the blocks. And then once he got going, it just looked very fluidic. It felt as if he was never looking scratchy at all. But on the other hand, when you look at Rana Naeem, it just feels that he's trying to force proceedings here. Slog shots, just those wild swings, throwing in the kitchen sink. Not very attractive at the moment. Amir Hamza once again. Oh, this one's big. And the fielder looking interested. And straight into the hands. Hasnainul Wahab is a safe pair of hands at that location. Had to come running a long way from that long on position, and managing to get one for his team.
Finally, the misery of Rana Naeem coming to an end. It was a back of length delivery, sticking to the length area. And Rana Naeem was looking to tonk it for a maximum, just getting a little bit of a top edge. And all he could do is find those comfortable hands of Hasnainul Wahab at long on. Rana Naeem walks back. 11 of 11 for him. 29 for the loss of 2 at the end of at 3.3.
Amir Hamza finding himself amongst the wickets once again. Oh, they are appealing for it. No, says the umpire, not interested. And how good has Amir Hamza been throughout this tournament? He's already got a man of the match award. And at that point in time, he had picked up quite a few wickets for himself, as many as 3. And now picking up 2 wickets, is that good enough impact to judge a bowler with the way he's going about at the moment?
At the moment, he has that cushion of way too many runs, and that's where the batters are trying to force the proceedings. Ganesh Chandrasekhar has been promoted up the order. They know that there is a huge mountain to climb and you need some big strikers, and that's the pressure. You can't bat your normal order up, and that's where they're feeling the heat.
Well, whatever could be the strategy at the moment, not working towards the Muscat Thunderers' way, because Ganesh Chandrasekhar is looking to just wildly swing his bat around at the moment. Yes, of course, if he connects, it's going to be pretty much very effective. Very quiet end to the over, and it's going to be a wicket maiden for Amir Hamza, as a matter of fact, to end his spell for the night. 4 overs gone, 29 for 2, Muscat Thunderers. Young lad from Hyderabad, India, Abdul Khalik Khan, and he's been introduced into the attack with that headband. He just makes for some attractive and exciting viewing. Was nowhere in the frame, had that hit on the stumps. These are risky times at the moment for Muscat Thunders.
Need some quick boundaries at the moment, and they're not able to find it. Not really sure how they can work this way out. Those sleeves are going to be a matter of distraction. Shot pulled. Ganesh is a strong lad, but he's only found the deep mid-wicket fielder. And Panyariwala holds on to that one, and all of a sudden, Muscat Thunderers are crumbling under pressure.
Oh yes, and he's not done himself any favours at the moment, neither his team any favours, because this was a very, very poor looking shot. He knew that there were 2 fielders patrolling the boundaries towards the deep mid-wicket and cow corner, and immediately realising that he's not going to survive anymore here. Muscat Thunderers lose another wicket. They are third, as a matter of fact, for 30. Abdul Khalik continues looking to target the stumps. Very, very quick and pacey bowler. Abdul Khalik comes in with a very slingy sort of an action and catapults the ball very hard onto the deck.
Really need to have a more realistic approach from Muscat Thunderers. If they can get to 100, 105, I think they would have done a great job. It's a long tournament, and that's where you need to be a lot more realistic.
Still able to not let go of many runs here. Abdul Khalik keeping it tight. So on one hand you see Muscat Thunderers and their tactics and strategies crumbling. On the other hand, Yalla Shabab Giants are having a good day out in the park. The batters first did their job, the opening batters, and now the bowlers stepping up. What a decent delivery. Kept it way away from the right-hander.
The problem is that the Yalla Shabab batters just batted way too well. And that's where this is not an even contest at the moment. It's a game way in favor of Yalla Shabab Giants. Muscat Thunderers are just not in the equation.
Oh, this is really close. How has that not hit the stumps? Things not going Muscat Thunder's way, and this one has been another economical over. Look at that. It's just a couple of runs and a wicket. Abdul Khalik has delivered a beauty. 31 for 3 after the halfway stage. Muscat Thunders.
Plenty of runs needed. Sai Shiv Narayan, the captain, comes in onto the back foot and in the air, and straight away he strikes. What a game he is having. Zoeb Amanat, safe hands. Siddharth Pukapatnam falls.
When the wickets are tumbling for Muscat Thunderers, definitely the pressure is too much. For that mammoth total has been posted by Yalla Shabab. And they are trying to come up, but unfortunately some great bowling by the Yalla Shabab bowlers prevented them from coming any classical or some magnificent innings like Zohaib Amanat played for them. 31 for 4 Muscat Thunderers.
Things just not happening for Muscat Thunderers. But Yalla Shabab Giants, they are dominating here at Oman Cricket Academy. Jamil Bhai Sai Shiv, he started his career as a wicketkeeper batter back home in India. Then he came here 2-3 seasons back, made a switch. He was a regular with Gobra Giants. Coming into this side, he was not able to find his place as a wicketkeeper batter, so he started bowling these leggies.
Well, of course, this time played it out towards the cover point boundary. One has to change. That is not getting chance as the wicketkeeper. Then he come back and join this team as a good leg spinner.
He also has a very good physique, a physique of a sportsman, very lean, fit enough, also an extraordinary fielder. The next 1 year is very crucial for Oman cricket at international level, because there are few players who will get eligible to represent the country. The likes of Zohaib Amanat, I think almost 18 months done for young Amanat. So future looks quite bright for Oman.
Actually, what I was feeling that we do have a lot of fast bowlers battery in the backup, but batters are a bit in short. And this type what you are saying about Zohaib Amanat to Hassan Ul Wahab, both of them really very good batters, and of course they are a bright future for Oman. 6 over done, 34 for 4.
26 is the required run rate from here onwards. Just 4 overs left. Spin introduction from Oman tail end as well, Sanju Sajeev. Rightly said by you, we have a very good bowling lineup. It's about the batters. Because if Oman keeps into top 4 of CWC, oh, what a take! He's dexterous, he's lightning quick behind the stumps. You cannot keep this boy out of the equation. What a combination. Sanju Sajeev and Mohammad Sami comes to the rescue again.
Brilliant take, brilliant. In a flash, he removes the belts. And what a wicket it is. Wicket number 5 back to the dugout for Muscat Thunderers. It's Nilatan Pratik Atavle. Look at that one. How quick was the wicket keeper? And in a flash, he removes the bands off. Brilliant work done by him.
He's so special, this boy behind the stumps. Because it's not easy against Sanju Sajeev. Looks like an off-break bowler. But he has the tendency to bowl quicker. And there was also a rise, and what a take. You must be happy and you must be proud the way he dislodges those bails in a quick time.
He popped up, he jumped and then cut in a slip. And then another wicket to the wicket keeper. Once again a beauty as part of the wicket keeper is concerned. It popped out of his hand but he grabbed it nicely. Wicket number 6.
Came in, not able to trouble the scorers, and the duo of Sanju Sajeev and Sami yet again on the scorecard. Oh, brilliant take. One more time there was a rise, wanted to play fine. All eyes on the ball. And how quickly he moves up. That is the reason he's such an excellent wicket keeper. Quick reflexes, quick movements. Another wicket falls here. So pleasing to the eyes. The way this boy keeps the wickets. 34 for 6. Sampat arrives way outside the off stump.
He's still trying to bowl outside the off stump. It's almost slip a little further. Placed if somebody like to cut it. Similar delivery outside the off stump. He's trying the batsman to play, to cut or to touch the bat.
And he doesn't give much time. Very quick in the air. Goes for that reverse shot and he dislodges those bails. Appeal but not out, says the umpire. But what an over. Couple of wickets, one run in the shape of white. 7 gone, 35 for the loss of 6.
Nicely bowled back to the bowler. Sandeep is the lone warrior at the moment for Muscat Thunderers. But things are almost out of his hands. This time he heaved it to the mid-wicket boundary for the first maximum from him. Something has come up from the Muscat Thunderers.
He has been a batter who always tries to get those runs but not getting that support from the other end. Very strong towards that leg side. It was miles up in the air and manages to clear that Zohaib Amanat fielder towards that off-stick channel. Not a proper connection. Few runs on offer. No, they'll settle down for just a single.
He came at number 3, I believe, and from then on, he's not getting chance to play more deliveries as the batters are coming out from the other end, coming and going and coming. Once again, quick work done by the wicketkeeper, but the umpires have no interest at all.
In fact, he denied that single which was played towards that extra cover. Table toppers, Muscat Thunderers, and he strikes. He gets better of his counterpart. Sandeep Gaur trying to go towards that leg stick. One more time, ball just keeping a bit low. And targeting those stumps is Sai Shivnarayan.
Well, this is what he has to do. Go for everyone, for the maximum. Brilliant bowling from Sai Shiv. Sandeep has no other thoughts except to go for the maximum. Mudassir, no way out because things are almost out of their hands now. So let's go for some big shots. But unfortunately, after hitting the one, he was brilliantly bowled by Sai Shiv.
Chocolate arrives. They covered every department as well. If you talk about especially the bowling unit of Yalla Shabab, but my worry is as they go into the second round, it all depends Zohaib and Hassan al-Wahab. They are the ones who are getting those scores. Middle order is they did not came into play till now. We'll have this conversation in the next over. 8 overs gone, 42 for the loss of 7.
Jai Udedra. The very first delivery beats the batter through. Once again, good work done by the wicketkeeper.
He needs to work on his batting, Sami. He's one of the best wicket keepers we have here in Oman, but the problem with Sami is his batting. Not came to the party so far here in Oman with the bat.
Just mere formality now from here on for Muscat Thunderers. But what a knock has been played by Zohair Amanat. Absolutely spectacular.
Seven years back, he came here. He played one season, I believe. After that, he left to Pakistan. And again, making a comeback 1.5 years back. Or else he could have been a regular with Oman. Played straight and drops. J. Odedra. It's not easy because you expect the ball to come at very quickly towards you. And it surprised J. Odedra.
Well, those type of cotton ball chances are coming exactly in the way it has come now. Now he's trying to smash each and everything. It's a wide. Lot of new faces with us here as far as the umpires are concerned. There are so many new umpires are supervising this tournament.
The likes of Prince standing in this game, giving that wide. And this is because recently and last year also, Oman Cricket Association, they had few umpiring sessions here at Oman Cricket Academy where new people came in, shown a keen interest in the air, and Sai Shiv Narayana takes a good catch here. That's the end of Chogle, and Jay Odedra gets his first wicket.
Yes, once again, it's Jay Odedra who got the wicket. Yes, actually, they do have a lot of sessions for the umpiring by the head, our Rahul Ashar. And of course, given promotion to playing those matches which has been live telecast, to give them really exposure as well as the experience.
And top of that, there were 4 female umpires also who shown keen interest, and they were the part of those umpiring sessions which were held here at Oman Cricket Academy. And the likes of Meera Bhanusali, she was a part of Oman D20. She officiated quite a few games and she was excellent. Quite a few close games she was officiating, gave some good decisions. So there's always a room for each and everyone here.
Only thing that how you use them, that's more important. What time they have to use their services. And Rahul being the senior most one, he knows. I think it has been hit, and then end of the over number.
Khalik will be bowling the final over. A full toss, not needed, trying to bowl that Yorker, looking for that second wicket. He leaks runs here. 4 runs and 50 comes up for MCT.
Not a good delivery from Khalik. Full toss down the leg side and just placed the ball towards the square leg boundary easily. Just rolled over his wrist and got 4 runs.
It's a young Soumya Sampat who got those 4 runs. Very watchful. And now we are bowling that final over, that to someone like youngster Soumya Sampat on strike. Get mid-on and mid-off inside the 30-yard circle. Gave a 1 run there, Khalik. But he has been impressive in this tournament. Not expressive the pace, but he's a smart thinking bowler. On a shorter format, all you need to do is bowl as many as dot deliveries at the batter.
Well, that should be the main objective of a bowler, especially in the short format of the game, as you correctly said. D10 or T20, whatever. D10 is, of course, more important for making dot balls.
Wild swing. I like the way he bowls away from both the left and right hand batters. You need to have those sharp cricketing minds to survive. So 3 more deliveries and marching towards a convincing and a thumping victory in the block hole, and no mid-on. Playing safe, Khalik.
I think he should at least get another wicket. Because both the batters are tail-enders. A perfect Yorker will get him a wicket, I believe.
Going for that scoop shot. No connection, so it has been a one-way traffic. Once Zoeb Amanat came out, all guns blazing. Alongside him was Hassan Al-Wahab. There was no way for Muscat Thunderers to make a comeback. The bowlers did a pretty good job in the second innings. Now just one delivery left, and already they are having a very healthy net run rate, and this will boost that net run rate a lot for Yalla Shabab. It's a no ball. Was following the batter, and in the process he forgot where to pitch it.
Well, I think nothing had to worry for Abdul Khalik. Just bowled in the wicket. And it's a free hit as well. I thought the wicketkeeper might come up, but no, he was standing in the same place. He might try to use the slower one. It's a full toss.
Poor stuff from Khalik. Just final delivery, he is giving away runs. It doesn't matter for them, but it will shake his confidence.
Two successive no balls from him. But the batters could not take much advantage of that.
Did all the hard work. Now, unnecessarily that first ball went for 4, trying to bowl that Yorker without having protection in the deep. Towards that square leg region. Now, few extras. Dropped. Direct hit. But he is in pain. Khalik is in pain. It was struck hard towards the bowler. I think everything is fine for the young boy, but what a game for Yalla Shabab Giants. They controlled the proceedings from the ball 1 of this game, and they ended up winning this game by a huge margin of 82 runs.
All the credit to their batter, especially the young gun, Zoeb Amanat, who really stole the limelight tonight. Absolutely spectacular show from Zoeb Amanat. Flurry of sixes. And talking about the Muscat Thunderers, batting only, Aman Khan 13 and Rana Muhammad Naeem got 11, Sandeep 12, none other batsmen get double figures. They were all on 55 for 9 with 6 extras. Yalla Shabab won by 82 runs. For the bowling, it is absolutely brilliant bowling from the Yalla Shabab bowlers. It was 2 for Amir Hamza, 2 for 12, and 1 for Abdul Khalik, 2 for Saishiv, and 2 for Sanju Samjeev. 55 for 9. What a victory, Mudassir, for Yalla Shabab.
Definitely it will boost their confidence. The young guns, yet again, showing a clinical performance. They started off with a few boundaries, but wickets went at regular interval. Rana Naeem started off really well. Few thick outside edge boundaries. Hamza was taken apart. Before getting a wicket, and wicket after wicket went down. The problem for Muscat Thunderers was they were not able to stitch a partnership. Narsumaya came in, he went out, and Sanju Sajeev and Sai Shiv got those wickets. Sami was brilliant, yet again behind the stumps, showing his class. Sandeep Gaur managing 1-6 before he was cleaned up by his counterpart Sai Shiv Narayana. The going has been tough throughout this game. The catching has been superb for Yalla Shabab Giants. Khalik, very economical, though in the second over of his, he went for a few runs. Look at that, good presence of mind and a direct hit to end the match as well as the end of Soumya Sampat in this game, run out. And let's see how this match transpired. Yalla Shabab batting first, they batted beautifully. The likes of Amanat, 88 of 38 balls, Hassan Al-Wahab 22, Sanju managing 7, Bukkapatnam very economical compared to the other bowlers. Also he got 3 wickets. When the chase started, it was all about the bowlers and the fielders of Yalla Shabab Giants, and Sanju Sajeev among the wickets. So was Hamza and Sai Shiv. Aman Khan managing 13, Shri Mantula Sandeep 12, and Yalla Shabab at the end won this game by a margin of 82 runs. We'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be a post-match presentation of this game.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away, yes it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the call straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is.
Oh, this is Oman D10 powered by Dafa News. We've just concluded another nail biter. It's not a nail biter, a thrilling encounter. You know why? Because it was Yalla Shababs versus Muscat Thunders, and winning the toss first, Yalla Shabab elected to bat, and bat they did. 137 for 5 in that first innings, courtesy an exquisite and thrilling opening partnership by the batters. Hassanul Wahab scored some runs, but then his partner Zoeb Amanat scored an 88-run knock in just 39 balls. Our player of the match for today, and that also resulted in a win for the Yalla Shabab Giants by as much as 82 runs. He'll collect the medallion from umpire Gauravya. जोएब, सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत मुबारक, और पास में आए, इतना डरे नहीं, थोड़ा बात करेंगे। पहले बताएं ये क्या इनिंग्स था, क्योंकि आप पहले के 2 ओवर में आपने इतने अच्छे शॉट्स लगे नहीं, फिर उसके बाद जो आपने लगाए माशाल्लाह, उसके बाद तो बॉल दिख ही नहीं रही थी।
सबसे पहले मैं अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ कि अल्लाह ने करवाया मेरे से। तो परफॉर्मेंस हो रही थी मेरा टीम के लिए, लेकिन फिनिश लंबा नहीं जा रहा था। वही मेरी अंदर हुसनैन से यही बात होती रहती है हम दोनों की, यही कि लंबा जाना है और अच्छा खेलना है और सीधा ट्राई करना है ज़्यादातर।
ओके, आपके टीम के बारे में बताएं, स्पेशली क्योंकि आपने एक बहुत लंबी पारी खेली है। 88 और फिर 137 का एक जो स्कोर आपने बना दिया, उसके बाद जो बॉलर्स ने आके किया उसके लिए भी आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि उनके लिए भी आसान नहीं रहता है। आपने एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया और फिर उस प्लेटफॉर्म पे खड़े उतरे, तो टीम के बारे में वो जो कमराडरी, जो दोस्ती चलते रहती है, और कैसे एक दूसरे के लिए आप लोग मदद करते हैं और एक दूसरे की सुनते हैं, एक दूसरे के लिए खेलते हैं, उसके बारे में कुछ बताएं।
जी, हमारी टीम यूनाइटेड है। पहले स्पेशली बॉलर्स कर रहे थे तो बैटिंग इतना अच्छा नहीं हो रहा था। स्टार्ट अच्छा मिलता था लेकिन फिनिश नहीं होता था। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आज हुआ है। तो बॉलर्स का, बॉलर अच्छा कर रहे थे, पहले भी कर रहे थे। जैसे हम लास्ट मैच हारे हैं तो आज कमबैक करना था, हमने यही सोचा हुआ था सब ने मिल के, तो स्ट्रॉन्गर कमबैक करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
एक थोड़ा बात करना था, सुनाई दिया है कि ये प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद आज जुमेरात है, तो कुछ प्लान बन रहा है, क्योंकि आपको मैन ऑफ द मैच अवार्ड मिला है, तो पार्टी पार्टी के लिए कहाँ पे आना है?
जी, वो तो बोल रहे हैं, अभी डिसाइड नहीं हुआ, लेकिन वो सब बोल रहे हैं इंशाल्लाह होगी इंशाल्लाह।
Okay, all the best and congratulations once again. That's all we have from the post-match presentation ceremony. Do stay tuned, we've got a lot of cricketing action coming your way.
He has timed that one well. Catches the call straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is.